35 years ago, we were introduced to a film where one fella was introduced into the Air Force in ways and was assigned to a top secret project he didn't know what he was in for. And neither did they. What am I talking about? I'll tell you. It is the movie known as Project X with Matthew Broderick, and it's turning 35 this month. Here's my review of this underrated 80s flick. Big D's, entertainment rankings and reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1987 sci-fi dramedy flick Project X, released by Fox, produced by Walter F. Parks and Lawrence Lasker, directed by Jonathan Kaplan, starring Matthew Broderick along with Helen Hunt. Now the plot revolves around a USAF, that's U.S. Air Force, airman, and a graduate student who are assigned to care for chimpanzees used in a secret Air Force project. Now, the film did reasonable and what have you, as it, well, in ways of my success. Well, anyway, pre-production originally started at Warner Bros., with John Badham directing, but switched to Fox after Warner Bros. Insisted on using small actors in chimpanzee suits instead of real ones. The film was shot in LA at Camarillo Airport and at Van Nuys Airport. Anyway, we start with University of Wisconsin graduate student Terry McDonald, who has trained a chimpanzee named Virgil to use sign language. When our National Science Foundation research grant is not renewed, she is forced to sell Virgil. And though Terry was told that he's been sent to a Houston zoo, Virgil's been taken to Lock Ridge Air Force Base in Florida to be used in a top secret research project involving flight simulation. There, Virgil bonds with airman Jimmy Garrett, who is assigned to the same project. Jimmy discovers that Virgil has been taught sign language, and unbeknownst to him, once the chimpanzees reach a certain level in operating the flight simulator, they will be exposed to a lethal pulse of radiation to determine how long a pilot may survive after a nuclear exchange in carrying out a second strike. Well, yeah, I will tell you that this is just really something. Well, I'm not going to give you the rest of the story and what have you, because this film's very rare and what have you. You may be able to find this on some streaming sites, or maybe on starring movie channels or streaming services. But overall, I'm going that. But again, I'm not giving you the whole story. So anyway, the film went on to make 21 million, and it got some reasonable response. And I gotta say, I do actually have this on an old video cassette that my late uncle had. I haven't watched it in years. I hadn't seen this movie in years, but I just figured, what the hey, give this film a review, and that's what I'm gonna do. This film came out on this day 35 years ago on April 17th, 1987. The music was done by James Horner, which he's certainly no stranger to giving us some good music. And I gotta give him credit for that. Anyway, yeah, the film just got mostly good reviews. It's currently at 75% on the tomato meter. Actually, in an old review in the New York Times, Walter Goodman describes this film as a young folk story, a sweet-natured boy and his chimp tail. Even the bad guys aren't all that bad. That's very arguable. With a dose of animal liberation to give the impression that something of current significance is going on. Yeah, that was pretty good. Unfortunately, the film did cause a little controversy as the Price is Right host, Bob Barker, along with the United Activists for Animal Rights, accused The producers of Animal Cruelty, the American Humane Association, which consulted during production of the film, filed a 10 million defamation lawsuit arguing that the animal cruelty claims were based on hearsay. Well, 7 years later, over Barker's objections, his insurance company settled the lawsuit for $300,000. Yeah. Anyway, now for the cast of the film, Matthew Broderick, who the previous year had already had big success with Ferris Bueller's Day Off, does an exceptionally good job in playing Jimmy Garrett. He's really good. Playing Terry McDonald is Helen Hunt. Yes, and let's see. Next up, we have William Sadler playing Dr. Carroll. And of course, he was credited as Bill, actually. There's also a cast of others, including Johnny Ray McGee, Jonathan Stark, Robin Gemmell, Stephen Lang, and Gene Smart, who was currently starring on CBS's hit sitcom Designing Women at the time. There were lots of other chimpanzees in this film. Of course, Virgil was played by a chimp named Willie, who currently resides at Primarily Primates Wildlife Refuge. And, well, I'm just gonna say that's nice to know. But anyway, Project X, I feel is so underrated. If you happen to find this film anywhere, I'd say maybe give it a one-time watch. You might enjoy it. I mean, the film does have a lot of fun moments and what have you. I mean, there were some funny moments, especially when let's see, we see all these chimpanzees in action. I mean, I can't remember. I forgot most of their names, but I do know a few of them. There was, I think, one was called Raspberry, and one was called Bluebeard, and I know there was one named Goofy who was absolutely real funny, always crashing. Well, every time doing his flight simulator. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. Anyway, I liked the story for what it was. The cast is really good, and James Horner's score is really good. Oh yeah, of course at the opening credits you hear Peter Gabriel's hit Shock the Monkey as well. I almost forgot to point that out. But anyway, yeah. I think, again, I would give a little bit of a recommendation to Project X. So, in other words, give it a one time watch if you're interested in this film. But anyway, like I said, this film is just so underrated. So, if you've seen Project X, please tell me what you what you think about this film in the comments section below. If you like this video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned, my review of Fantastic Beasts, The Secrets of Dumbledore, I hope will be coming up. Okay, we'll see what happens, but let's give it a little wait, and we'll see. But if I can't see it, then well, I think you know the rest. I think I will be seeing. Okay, enough said. For now, if you like this video, consider checking out my reviews for these other films. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of another of a Matthew Broderick film I was just talking about, and that was Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Or go to the upper right-hand corner and see my spoiler-free review for another fun critter flick that the family can enjoy, Inside the Hedgehog 2, now in theaters. Or if you like, see my review for another film that recently turned 35 this month, also from 1987, The Secret of My Success with Michael J. Fox. And the bottom right corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.